Okay.
Oh, you found it? Don't got nothing in it.
Sus.
Damn.
Sister.
Holy shit. You ain't even be able to hear the video.
Look. I want to swim. I want to swim.
Cardiac arrest. What else you hide that over?
Oh, shit.
We in room 222. What?
Daddy, I'm really joining the wall.
Okay, I'll deal with it later. Shut the door, buddy. Put those keys back before you lose them.
It was my birthday.
Put them back before you lose them.
Okay. Then I'm gonna get out of here.
Shut the door. Cardiac arrest. You see the Cartier? She in cardiac arrest. Leave him out there. I told you, Mom, I didn't want to bring him in here. All right, thank you. Thank you. I'm learning about these right there. Walmart specials. Cardiac arrest. Damn, where everybody at? Is Lennon live? I seen Lennon put something up earlier. Let me find out Lennon live. No, he's not going live till he's supposed to go live now. Umar Johnson goes off after lying on the city of Delaware. I do want to see what the hell that's about. Where is everybody? Damn, where everybody at? That was equal. What's up, equal? Where the hell's everybody at? God damn. If I know it was gonna be like this, I'd turn my black ass to bed. I found that clip that I was talking about Umar finances and what he was doing with that money. I found it. I uploaded it too. I'm about to play it first. Then I'm going to that one. Trixie's not there herself.
Give me time, player. Give me time.
Okay, said I'm taking my black ass to bed. We cut the live off, go to bed. I found that clip that I was talking about yesterday. I uploaded it to the restream, so I'm gonna play that. When it's supposed to be live too, so I might check that out. But Umar
Yeah, he
did
went
another
live a
video.
couple of minutes ago, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He didn't start yet. But
Oh,
he was yelling in his car like he was talking the same shit. I know y'all not. I don't get how you're not tired of hearing the same shit. Oh, stop giving these boys medication. ADHD, blah blah blah. Y'all drugging the babies. I ain't answering the struggle, YouTubers. If you're not
so
building a
he's back
school,
to the earlier scam.
yeah, if you're not building a school, you can't ask me no questions. You did a live today? I know me and Nislap was supposed to do a live on your video today, but he said he had to cancel. He's gonna do it tomorrow night.
Man, I was knocked out.
I know I saw the live earlier, but I was doing my training. Boy, I was in there trying to because you do a yearly training. I've been there a year now. Yeah. So I had to renew my training.
I
Oh my
was
god.
finna say where everybody at, but it's Thursday.
Everybody at the bar. I'm in there. Yo, you like these?
Mhm.
I like these.
Those are nice.
$10 at Walmart.
There you go.
$10 at Walmart. Walmart coming up. And
I
I'm
just
like,
bought
damn,
2
man.
pair of Chucks from the Chuck
Everybody,
outlet, so I'm good
no,
on
but
shoes.
everybody rocking these type joints. These brand and from Walmart. Everybody rocking these
Yeah,
joints
cause ain't
currently, right?
nobody trying to spend 1,000 pair on no Yeezys.
Right. But what I'm saying is, everybody can't buy them. They're going to jump in. That's when they start raising the prices.
Well, they're gonna go the way of everything else that used to be in convenient grocery stores and wholesale stores.
Right.
Shit, they got Adidas in Walmart now. What you complaining about?
I know. And they got N1s.
Mm-hmm.
And they got N1s. All right. So, I guess,
I'm about tired
it's
of them
been
trying
11
to charge
minutes.
Foot Locker prices though.
It's been 11 minutes. I know. So let me start the show. Let me throw my intro in there real quick.
MIG going crazy. I've been out of my body, but I've been doing fine. I've been stacking my cash, I'm working overtime. Taking drugs, I told my twin go pull another line. I've been praying to my God that all my kidneys fine. Stacking money, stay ready, this life shit not a race. In the real nigga category when they nominate. Been a hustler since birth, I cannot just jog in place. Yeah, my aura so big, it be hard to hide my face. Ain't no checking me, I'm super fly, ain't no catching me. I be trying to stay up on my grind, bad bitches testing me. Old friends getting mad, I leveled up, they ain't getting next to me. Some shit we don't get to choose, and this rap shit is my destiny. Pour it up and I sip, just spill lean up on my kicks. Took a Canadian to the trench, she got out with different kind of stitch. I do shit that these niggas wish. Took a nigga bitch and fucked her in the whip. These niggas hating, I don't even trip. Dripping on a hater, I be seasick. Coming for it all, trying to get paid. Know I'm from the trenches, ain't crime paid. Gotta thank God he had my days. Stay up all in route like Jamar Chase. Take it to the top like I'm dead rough.
What's up, everybody? The 5 people that's in here today. I found that clip that I was talking about yesterday. I found it. Well, I already had the clip. I didn't know it uploaded. It was uploaded. All I had to do was just look over on the side. I don't know why I didn't do that. It was sitting right there in front of my face. But that's the here and nor there. And it still ain't go live, so we'll do a little something.
Well, it's 8:20, so yeah, he'll be live in probably about 15
Yeah,
minutes.
or something till he go live and see what he talking about. See what he talking about. But apparently the FBI pulled some files and his some finances, and apparently he was doing a lot with that money. Real estate deals, putting shit in his name, and not that. Well, oh yeah, you left last night. The lady from the movie is sexual harassment charges because Umar keeps bothering her. Also, she's suing Umar because he sexually harassed all the ladies in the cast, so they tried to sue her. So she had to cut them off. So she's suing.
And now she's suing him because of it.
Yep. It's about to get wicked. Apparently, the people that really own the building, Malik came last night and dropped some jewels on us. The people who own the building are the one who paid off the debt. He didn't pay the debt off. So what
I told y'all
again? So what did you do with the money that people sent you to pay that debt?
Booger sugar. Hey, Candace.
He turned the heat down.
Told you what it was. Told you that he didn't pay that money. I had a hard time believing that he would actually let a dollar slip out of his pocket for something legitimate.
I believed you, but I took a little snippet off of this little thing that they be talking about. So we're gonna listen to this.
Haters buy you expensive meals in cities where you just so happen to be holding lectures. The math wasn't mathing, and people weren't buying. Tasha K came right back into the mix, doubling down with more screenshots, more PayPal logs, and even emails tied to Umar's addresses. She wasn't just exposing him, she was dismantling every shred of credibility he had left. With the feds circling and the community turning their backs, Umar's empire of rants and theatrics started to look more like the downfall of a man who played too many games with people's trust. And if you think the PayPal scam was shocking, just wait, because prosecutors also dug into his real estate deals and uncovered something that could blow this case wide open. If the PayPal scam had people furious, the real estate bombshell had them downright speechless. Prosecutors say, Doctor, Umar didn't just misuse.
Negro, this the one you use, right? That's covering trip C's. But this the one
Chunk been funneling that money through a white woman.
Shell company. Yup. Over there in South Africa. It's either London or South Africa. That baby mama that everybody talking about.
No. Over here.
Over here.
I ain't say a baby mama. I said a white woman. Remember, I kept telling y'all a couple of years ago, they said Umar bought a white woman a storefront in Atlanta.
Allegedly.
That's her.
You know, we gotta say that. But wait, ain't that the lady that he might have been talking to in the mall? Oh, I found a video of her, and he did get her number. I found they went back.
No, that's recent. This was years ago.
I know. But I'm talking about the white girl. When we got the video, they went back to that white girl that was in the mall and asked her what were they doing. He was getting her number.
Yeah. But you asked, was that the same woman? No, because this was years before that.
Okay.
This is around right after the conscious stripper. They've been saying that shit for years. That's why I said he been funneling that money through her. And just because she white, don't mean she ain't South African over here.
Right. Apparently that third baby mama that nobody can find is a white woman, and you can't find her because she's over either London or South Africa.
Just G. Ain't nobody on here claiming to have no school though. That's Umar.
Oh yeah, we know ain't no school.
I didn't just misuse donations for small luxuries. He allegedly went big, funneling community money into property under his own name.
Oh, come on.
Those documents leaked. The picture of who.
Oh, come on.
I don't believe that.
You cars. How do haters buy you expensive meals in cities where you just so happen to be holding lectures?
Come on, I hate
the math wasn't mathing, and people weren't
streaming
buying it anymore. Tasha K came right back into the mix,
That's because it's so content heavy.
More PayPal logs, and even emails tied to Umar's addresses. She wasn't just exposing him, she was dismantling every shred of credibility he had left. With the feds circling and the community turning their backs, Umar's empire of rants and theatrics started to look more like the downfall of a man who played too many games with people's trust. And if you think the PayPal...
This is some good shit here.
How do haters buy you expensive meals in cities where you just so happen to be holding lectures? The math wasn't mathing, and people weren't buying it anymore. Tasha K came right back into the mix, doubling down with more screenshots, more PayPal logs, and even emails tied to Umar's addresses. She wasn't just exposing him, she was dismantling every shred of credibility he had left. With the feds circling and the community turning their backs,
Restream. I'm already about to leave.
Started to look more like the downfall of
I'm calling it this clickbait.
And if you think the PayPal scam was shocking, just wait, because prosecutors also dug into his real estate deals and uncovered something that could blow
this is a lie. Pause.
If the PayPal scam had people furious.
No, Tasha K did read all that off.
I'm not saying Tasha K didn't read that off. I'm saying it's a lie that Umar has any real estate under his name. Look, you owe the government, the first thing they do is look for any assets you have. Assets are including, but not limited to, houses, cars, any property, any money in the bank, stocks, bonds, things like that. So if Umar had any of that shit, his bill wouldn't be as high as it is.
Right, but I ain't playing for that. I'm playing for what he funneled the money to.
Wide open. If the PayPal scam had people furious,
the
real estate bombshell had them downright speechless. Prosecutors say, Doctor, Umar didn't just misuse donations for small luxuries. He allegedly went big, funneling community money into property under his own name. And once those documents leaked, the picture of who Umar really was started looking a whole lot darker. According to federal investigators, Umar used funds from his donation drives to scoop up multiple properties. But here's the catch. Instead of buying them in the name of his school foundation, they were listed under his personal ownership or through shell companies tied directly back to him. That means the school wasn't the legal owner. He was. If the project failed, those buildings wouldn't belong to the community that paid for them. They'd belong to Umar. That paid for them, they'd belong to Umar himself. That's not just
somebody fed this shit into an AI with some Jay Morrison information.
Showed he purchased a rundown school building in Delaware using donations.
No, but they also said that he was funneling money through shell companies, like transferring it over to banks over into other countries. I believe that part. Why the fuck?
No.
Why would you get this shit from Ghana?
It cannot be both at the same time. He can't be sitting up here buying all the money, buying all the property in not the school's name, but his name.
I ain't say both. I said one.
Let me fit. I'm not responding. I'm saying it can't be both of those things at the same time. Umar buying property up over here and then in his name, and then turn around and say, well, he using a shell company. No.
Down school building in Delaware using donation money. On social media, he flaunted it as a historic victory for black education. But behind the scenes, investigators say the deed was never transferred into the foundation's name. He allegedly kept it under his own to protect his personal.
So
that's because he never bought those buildings. It's under some type of lease.
Under somebody else's name.
No, he never. No, look, the building is still under the same people's name. He never bought it.
It was under somebody else's name. Under that.
No, he never bought it in anybody's name. He got a lease from the people that had it.
That's what I'm saying. It's still under that people. The company is a company. Oh, can't do last night. I said it is a company that he leased it off of.
Yeah, but he doesn't own shit. He just leasing it. Just leasing.
That might be it.
He's violated the terms of that lease.
Man unit. That might be a man unit.
Ain't no telling.
It might be. I don't know. But this video is new. He is going off on YouTubers and black parents for drugging their babies and deflecting on the school. He's not answering no questions about the school. He's talking about if you're not a donor, and you're not building no institutions. How can you say that? You're not building no institution. That's like a smoke screen. Oh, you're not building. He said anybody that ain't do no more than the community.
Yo, Ram, Mr. Judge said that video that you just played came straight from a Google AI response.
Yeah, I know. But
be back.
He said ain't nobody else do nothing for the community. I'll let him say it.
YouTubians can't ask me.
All right.
Because you don't do anything but sit on the internet and talk. Struggle streamers can't ask me shit. You don't do nothing but sit on the internet and make money off my name. I'm feeding your damn family.
No, you're not.
I'm feeding your... How many struggle streamers I'm feeding? How many struggle streamers I'm giving them money for Christmas? As the most influential black school psychologist in American history, I got 10 things to say to you. Number one.
Bro, ain't nobody really... Bro, you really think that you really feeding people like that? Bro, you might be feeding Leonard. Niggas got jobs. How you gonna call the people who got jobs? Majority of the people that has been doing videos on you, we all have jobs, my nigga. All of us. We all have jobs. You the one on the internet begging for money. We ain't on here begging for money. Now, when I ain't have a job and people wanted to help, I was telling niggas hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, but they knew where it was going. That's a whole different ball game. Now, you on the other hand, you play with it. Watch this. Watch how I eat the flex. Watch this shit.
Why are you still getting your sons evaluated for ADHD?
Because they might have it.
Why are we still getting our sons evaluated for ADHD?
This is illegal.
ADHD is about drugs. ADHD is about drugs. ADHD is about drugs. Why medicate your babies? Adderall, Concerta, Strattera, Cyclert.
Everything he's saying right now is illegal because you are not a licensed psychologist. You're not a licensed psychologist, so you can't be telling people none of this shit. 20 people in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button. You're not a licensed psychologist. You can't be telling people this. You're telling people not to get their children evaluated and not to give them, if they do get evaluated, don't let them take the medicine that they give them. You're going to get somebody's kid hurt. What if that kid has ADHD or whatever they're diagnosed with, and they start listening to you and stop taking that medicine, and they go do some wild shit and hurt somebody else's child? That's on you and the parents. So y'all go ahead and listen to this doofus magoofus. He is not a licensed psychologist. We don't even know if he has his actual psychology degree in psychology. We don't even know that. Dr. Umar or Mr. Umar, since you want to keep giving medical advice and psychology, we need to see your degrees first. We don't know. Ain't no phone call. By law, you have to present those degrees. By law. So we're asking you to don't give us no advice on psychology, on psychologizing our kids until you show us some degrees. We know we don't want to pick up it's not our job to pick up the phone and call and find out because it's already been done and we can't find out shit. You need to present them by law. And by law, your donors are asking what you're doing with that money and what's up with the school. By law, you have to tell us what's going on.
Ritalin. Why are we medicating black boys in service of white domination? Can somebody explain this?
Prince of Pan-Africanism? Can somebody explain this to the king of black consciousness? Can somebody explain this to the most requested black scholar in the world? Can somebody explain this to the most relevant Pan-Africanist in the Western Hemisphere since the right excellent, most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey? Can somebody explain this to the most credentialed leader of the black conscious movement?
Why? Can you prove any of those things that you just said? The most requested. Where? You don't have more credentials than Cornel West. He actually proves his shit. There's actual people on there who we've seen their degrees. We haven't seen shit from you. And it's the same shit over and over again. I'm the most this and I'm the most that. What that got to do with the school? Just a bunch of speeches. Again.
Why are we still medicating black boys in the service of white domination? They got psychiatric drugs in South Africa now. They got psychiatric drugs in England. They got psychiatric drugs in Paris, France. Psychiatric drugs in Australia. Your child don't need medication to get an education. Please stop it. Your child don't need medication to get an education. Please stop it. Your child don't need medication to get an education. Please stop it, brothers and sisters. They don't need no drugs. They need attention.
You don't need no drugs. Your kids need attention. First of all, how are you guys listening to a man tell you what you need to do with your kids and he ain't doing shit with his? Let's just start there. Wouldn't he like to say on phone them? Wouldn't he like to say on phone them? Let's just start there. How are you telling somebody how to deal with their kids? Let me make myself big. Mr. Umar. How can you sit there and tell somebody what to do with their kids and you ain't been in your kids' life since they came out the womb? You've never, ever dealt with any kids. We have not seen you around any kids. We don't know no kids that you helped. Shit, you ain't even helped your own kid. Your daughter is running around Philly like a psychopath right now. Homeless. How dare you sit here and tell us what to do with our kids and you have a child running around homeless? A second child that don't know who the fuck you is. And a third child, who knows? We know you ain't in their life. We know you ain't in their life. But you sitting up here trying to tell us what the fuck to do with our kids.
They need to be challenged in the classroom. They need to be loved at home. Big reason why we got so much so-called ADHD. Big reason why we got so much so-called ADHD. Ain't no discipline in your home.
First of all, you are not a teacher. Do you have a teaching degree? No.
I got some of this too.
What's that?
Not eating at all.
Is it General Tso's Liquors? What is it? You my Burger King. But that's what I don't get. How are you finna start school? You don't have a teaching degree. We don't even know if you have your psychology. I'm going out on a limb and say you don't have your psychology degree. We know you don't have the license. You got took into court for that. You don't have a license. We know you don't. So how can you tell them how to be taught when you have no experience in teaching kids? You are a glorified guidance counselor at best, if you do have your degree. You are a glorified guidance counselor. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. A guidance counselor. There is no such thing as school psychologist. That's a fucking guidance counselor, my nigga. 23 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. We still waiting for Lennon. Lennon taking all damn day.
Much artificial food in your home, too much video gaming in your home, too much cell phoning in your home, too much social media in your home. That's what this is about. He don't have ADHD. He has I don't care to learn disorder. Let me say that again. He don't have ADHD. He has I don't care to learn disorder, brothers and sisters. It's not that he can't pay attention. He don't want to pay attention. It's not that he can't pay attention. He don't want to pay attention. It's not that he can't pay attention. He don't want to pay attention, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
You can't, first of all, what he's doing here, he's generalizing all little black kids. Saying they don't want to learn. And you're generalizing all parents, saying that they're not going to do anything about it. How dare you sit up in here and tell somebody, first of all, don't tell us to do anything about our kids until you do something about yours. How about that, Mr. Umar? You go do something about your, let me make myself big on that one. Mr. Umar, don't tell us, thank you.
You don't want your soda?
No, put it in the fridge. Don't sit there and tell us we're not going to do nothing about our kids when you got 20-year-old kids that you haven't done nothing for. In the 20 years of their life, you've done nothing for them. They don't even know you. Your daughter is running around Philly right now. Running around our city right now, homeless. She reached out to you too. What did you do? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
The children are raising themselves. They want to know why they got to go to school when my mama going to do everything for me anyway. They want to know why I got to go to school. My grandmama going to do everything for me anyway. Why I got to go to school. My daddy going to do everything for me anyway. Why I got to go to school for?
That's crazy that you said that, because your daughters can't say that. Maybe they can say that about their mom. Maybe they can say that about their grandparents, but they can't say that about you because they don't even know you.
Stop drugging the babies. Stop drugging the babies. The only purpose of the ADHD evaluation is medication. The only purpose for an ADHD evaluation is medication. The only purpose for an ADHD evaluation is medication. You want me to come?
The only purpose for you asking for them donations is to drug yourself. The only purpose for you asking for donation is so you can get high. You are projecting everything that you're doing onto parents. You're projecting everything that you're doing onto the black community and your children. You claiming that we drugging our kids and we ain't doing nothing about it. Well, your daughter running around here like some crackhead. You ain't doing nothing about it. You collecting donations and putting them up your nose. What are we talking about here?
The Utah Maya, set it up. I'm ready for Utah. Set it up, Sister Maya. King Kong ain't been to Utah yet. King Kong ain't been to Wyoming yet.
Okay,
King Kong ain't been to Maine yet. North Dakota, South Dakota. I ain't been there yet. Set it up, Maya. Set it up. No rice. No ice.
Ew.
No spice.
Hey, Jaded. That shit is fire. Jaded, that shit is fire, bro. Oh my God. Bro. Then you turn my, yo, you flip my whole outfit. Bro, this shit is fire. Come on, how you save it? There we go. Oh my God, let me show y'all something real quick. Hold on, I just gotta show y'all something real quick. This shit is fire. Literally. This shit is fire. Literally. Look at this. Look at this joint Jada just did for me. He took one of my pictures that I sent him, and I asked him to AI it. Look at this shit right here. Bro. Bro. You gotta turn the volume down, buddy. Bro. This about to be my background. Bro, this shit is fire. Literally. Bro, buddy, you gotta turn that down or you gotta go. You gotta go. I told you you can't play that in the back, buddy. You can sit right there, but you gotta turn that down. DG, what's up? Yo, Jaded. This shit is fire, bro. Literally. That joint is crazy. I do look a little demonic, but fucks with that heavy, bro. How you get the pants like that? The pants were black. Right, that shit is crazy. He said, this shit fire, blank screen audience. What the fuck are you looking at? Yo, this shit is fire, bro. Oh, I'm definitely using that, yo. I forgot what I look like with a beard. Don't my beard make my head look big?
No sand, no salsa. I'm gonna say it again.
That shit fire, right, y'all?
No rice, no ice, no spice, no sand, no salsa. If you ain't building a school, you can't talk to me about our school, brothers and sisters. If you ain't building a school, you can't talk to me about our school. See, I need you to understand something about King Kong consciousness.
See, that's a smoke screen. He tells you, if you're not building a school, you can't ask me no question about the school that he's not building. Make that make sense. He said no soap. Make that make sense though. Oh shit. Lennon went live. It looked like the same shit though. But how dare you sit here and tell us that we can't ask questions about a school if we're not building a school? We can't ask questions about the school that you're not building. No toothpaste, no deodorant, no soap.
15 years, number one.
No real hair.
15 years, number one. You can't hate the title away. If you want the title, you got to take the title. You're trying to slander the title away. You can't slander the title away. You got to take the title, my ninja. Here's what you need to understand. I do not respond to anybody with questions about FDMG if you are not a donor or if you have not done more for the race than I have. I'm going to say it again.
Bro, you gotta go. I'm sorry, buddy, you gotta go. Hold on. Did this nigga, no car, no authentic hair, right? How dare you sit there and say, what did you do for the black race? Please enlighten me on what you did for the black race. No job, no money. Please enlighten us on what you did for the black. These niggas always talking about what they did for the black race. What did you do? Listen, what these motherfuckers don't understand is doing something for the black race makes a shift. There's a shift. There's a change. Black Panthers, when they did something for the black community, they started building shelters, homes, doing all types of programs. Black folks start fighting back and radicalizing. That's doing something. Martin Luther King had people march. The civil rights movement, we finally got our rights. That's a change. That's doing something. Malcolm X, by any means, woke black people up, made them start fighting back. That's a change. Now, I hear people saying Young Thorold, he woke us up. What changed? Oh, he woke us up. But generally, what changed? Did black people start getting better jobs? Did black people get more educated? I mean, what changed? Same thing with Umar. You can't even tell us. You can't even show us no boys that you helped, no kids that you helped. We can show you a bunch of moms that you fucked, but you can't show us no boys that you helped. What did you do for the black race? Besides all of them say the same thing. I did this for the black race. Nobody's done more for me than for the black race than me. What did you do besides take money? The people who actually did something for the black race never took $1. Well, I'm not gonna say they never asked for $1. People donated to them. I'm pretty sure people helped Martin Luther King out with his movement. I'm pretty sure people donated to Malcolm X, but I ain't never hear him ask for it. I never heard, not one time did Martin Luther King, Malcolm X ask for $1. They got it out the mud. They went and started selling bean pies and stuff like that. You ain't doing nothing for the black race. Get the fuck out of here.
If you are not a donor, or if you have not done more for the African race than I have, I don't answer your questions.
And the thing about it is the people that are on his live stream are donors who are asking questions about the school. He just don't want to believe that his donors flipped on him. And then when a donor asks you a question about the school, you put him in a book of Negroes. How does that even make sense? If you're not a donor, he tells you, oh, you're not a donor, I'm not answering no questions. Donor asks questions, you put in the book of Negroes, you're blocked.
So I don't answer no questions from anybody who don't donate, ain't done more than me. If you ain't building no institutions, you can't ask me shit.
You're not either.
If you ain't building no institutions, you can't ask me shit. Now,
you're building a cult. That's what you building. You're not building shit.
Number 2, do not sign any paperwork if you haven't read it and don't agree with everything in it. Don't sign any paperwork, black mothers and fathers.
You know what? We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna see what Charlie Kirk. Not Charlie Kirk. What Lennon got going on over there. It looked like the same videos, so we about to check and see what's going on, and then if he ain't got nothing really going on, we'll jump back.
He can't be traveling all over the place because there's too much attention on his living arrangement with his mama. He's not. MG is coming, FDMG, it's coming. Just before we get into it, it's just a little bit of house cleaning, as it were. I had to take a break, and I was going to take a couple of days. That turned into a week. That week turned into 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks turned into 3 weeks, and it's been close to a month. But sometimes we have to take some time, and it was more for myself than anything else. I had a lot of family stuff going on too, so I can't say I want to. That's why he did. He actually took it down because we went in on him. That's when he's telling the story about the city of Wilmington. City of Wilmington was trying to sabotage him. How's my audio too? Y'all let me know inside the chat room. I got another computer. I'm not using that now, but I changed all these settings and stuff. I got a beast over here.
Oh yeah, I definitely did forget.
The last
my bad.
6 days getting it all up and running the way that I needed to run, because it'll be taking everything to the next level. You guys will see what I mean. Probably within the next 2 months. So I've had to adjust things on this computer as I'm transferring stuff over and putting all this other stuff. So let me know how the audio is. If the audio is good, then that'd be great. The video looks okay. Getting back to Umar. Okay, you good? Okay, cool. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone. Yeah, I'm good. I had to take some time. Last month, I uploaded something a lot out of me, but it was, and I kid you not. I was telling myself, I said, the city of Wilmington, they were conspiring against him to sabotage. He was putting names out there. He took that video down, but I downloaded it. We covered that. And then Umar disappears. I think he's been gone now. Because that was another thing. I said, okay, if he's going to be gone, that'll give me some time to kind of not live stream for a while. So it had to have been at least 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks of him not being online. And I was wondering what was going on. There is a poll question too. When you guys have some time, make sure you warned years ago and got my life turned back around. And if I can do it, he's not a forward thinker. He doesn't think in advance. Like, it's not like he says, okay, if I don't do this, this is going to happen. Or if I do this, this is going to happen. He don't think like that.
No, he don't.
See? So he didn't realize what was coming down the pike. That Cash App got shut down. I said, you guys give it about 2 months or 3 months, and then you're all going to see. And just like clockwork, we get into that 2 month period, into that 3 month period, and everything starts to fall apart. Well, I want people to understand that has not stopped. It's just gotten worse and worse and worse for Umar. I think that there are also things that are limiting him right now in terms of what he can do. He can't be traveling all over the place because there's too much attention on his living arrangement with his mama. He's not supposed to be living there. How is it that Umar has raised a bare minimum of $1.6 million with a nonprofit, and then he's living off his mama, and his mama's in Section 8 housing? How does that work in the real world? I'm not talking about fancy land, ghetto-centric type. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the real world. How does that work? He's supposed to be the primary caretaker, but he's traveling. You notice his schedule. See? He's limited right now. I have a sense that they're checking up on him to make sure that he's doing what he says that he's supposed to be doing. I also have a sense that he can't be there as much as, I'm talking about the mama house, mama closet.
No, that does make sense though, what he's saying. How can you claim yourself as the primary caretaker for your mother, but you're traveling all over the place? You can't be suitable as a primary caretaker. I'm pretty sure his siblings have told the judge that, and he probably can't move around like that no more.
He can't be there as much as he used to because he's not on that lease of Section 8. I already got the documents on all of that. He's not on that. So Umar is very limited. And so you got that going on, the Cash App gets shut down, and then on top of that, everything that's happened this year. Let's go back real quick. The beginning of the year, his daughter comes out and exposes him as a deadbeat.
Thanks.
He goes in on her. He goes in on one of his baby mama. He goes in on his other baby mama. Y'all remember all that? That's a domino, one domino that falls. Okay. And then what we find throughout this year so far is one domino leads to the next. Lene comes out, spills the beans. Another domino falls.
Same thing that happened with Polite. Same thing that happened with Young Fair.
Marianne comes out, spills the beans. Another domino falls.
And for those of you who wasn't here, Marianne is the director. And now Marianne is suing Umar because she's suing him for sexual harassment because he keeps calling her and she asks him to stop calling her and he's stalking her. Not only that, the cast members tried to sue Marianne for Umar's sexual conduct on the set. So Marianne had to give them some money to not sue her. So now she's suing Umar to get her money back.
Then he gets the munition, and it was possible, at least about a month and a half ago, that these buildings were going to be taken from Umar at an auction sale. That's another domino because he wasn't paying the bills. I got a video today. Oh my goodness, I should play it for you guys just to show you guys how none of this is new.
Video then.
Umar, he's known about those bills. He had excuses why he wasn't paying them bills back in 2021. Do I need to pull it up?
Video up, bro.
I believe it was 2021, and it was 2019. My goodness gracious!
Damn.
If y'all want me to pull it up, hit the one. We got a bit to get into. I think I'm gonna take off tomorrow and live stream again. So that was another domino that failed. And then Umar concocts his whole story about how his bank. Remember, he preempted this like, man, my bank accounts. Lene got my bank account information. That's because he didn't have no money. So he was setting it up in advance because he wanted to come have an excuse already laid out as to why he didn't pay these bills. And
like I said, y'all, Prince of premeditated alibis. He knew he was running out of money a long time ago. So he was setting up alibis for when it came. When the shit hit the fan, his alibis is already laid out. Prince of premeditated alibis.
And all this other stuff dealing with the city of Wilmington. Y'all remember all this? Then he got to saying Lene hacked his Lene and Lennon hacked his bank account. I said, what are you talking? I ain't got nothing to do. I don't know what you're talking about. It's another domino that falls. And then he starts to blame the city. I forgot one. What about the vandalism? Remember, he said he was going to go and I'm going to take a look at the footage. Did he ever do that? Whatever happened to all that vandalism? That's just to get money out of people. Lene, he has to get some lawyers together to sue Lene and me. So he need the money. That's all it comes down to. But see, at a certain point, people realize, including a lot of his followers, that he's nothing more than a pathological liar who's spinning false narratives to make excuses as to why FTM's not complete, but then as to why it is that he needs more money. There's more. Right? Umar talked about how his bank accounts were hacked and that he needed money and how he needed you donors to send him money so he can take care of himself. And a lot of people were like, no, we done given this guy bare minimum $1.6 million. Why we need to send this guy any more money? It's just another domino that falls. There was another one too. I forgot. There was one other one I want to mention. I can't remember. The point is that these dominoes falling one after another, one after throughout this year, it just sets the situation up for where Umar is at today. And he wants to blame everyone else except himself. But who's the common denominator? It's Umar, right? I want to play something for you all before we get into the video for today. This right here is from 2019. Some of you may remember this. Most of you guys have not heard this before, but I just want to show you guys how Umar making these excuses, especially when it comes to him not handling basic business with FNG, is nothing new. We're going to go back.
Oh, my bad. My mic was muted. I said, I have been hearing a lot of things about about him being a scammer, but I have to do my own research on that. I can't just jump out the window and say, "Oh, he's a scammer." But I will look that up and do some research on that because I have been hearing it from quite a few people. But I'm not going to jump out the window and accuse him of anything without doing my own research. But I will look into that.
To November 19th, 2019. Here we go.
I was born to do this work, so I'm going to die with the boots on. That's just how that goes. The second part of this, and I'm glad you brought it up, for my supporters. And I want to be clear because there's a lot of people listening tonight, but my message is only to the supporters. And you're not a supporter if you're not a donor. Those two words are synonymous with each other. Donors support and supporters donate. So that's the only people I'm speaking to. And I say that, Minister Hashim, because when we have these conversations and when I do these different interviews on different platforms, you'll have people call up who don't donate or don't support and want questions answered when they never even contributed to the campaign. So I'm making all the haters aware. Where right now that I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to folks such as yourself who support the work.
My bad. I keep doing that. I'm gonna keep my mic unmuted. But that's just a Batman smoke screen. Batman smoke screen. Ninja vanish. You ever see Ninja Turtles? Ninja vanish. Ninja vanish. Hold on, somebody. Ninja vanish. That's what he do. Ninja vanish. That's a smoke screen. Because first of all, you don't know if these people donated or not. You don't even ask them if they donate. We've all seen it. You don't even ask them if they donate. So let's go out on a limb. Let's give them that. Let's say he do ask if they donate. You tell them you didn't donate, so I'm not answering questions. And then soon as the real people who actually donate ask you about the school, you tell them, oh, now you jumping on the other side. You a hater. You're going in the book of Negroes. Still don't answer no questions. You claim that you're transparent with your donors, but you're not. You have yet to give us any answers to where the money has gone. You do the same shit every time. Oh, you're not a donor. I'm not answering. Donor asks. Oh, you're going into the book of Negroes. You're a hater now. No answers.
Here's the story on the taxes. Number one, when we purchased the building, 7 days before the Honorable Frederick Douglass's 201st birthday, February the 7th, 2019.
Yo, I'm right with Lennon on this one. I think he'd be making these dates up. They don't add up. They don't add up. But the time he said, oh, they canceled the Cash App on Marcus Garvey's birthday, I looked it up. That wasn't even his birthday. He be making these dates up.
The white attorney who did my closing neglected to tell me that I had 2 weeks to
always somebody else
and secure tax exemption from Newcastle County, because Wilmington is in Newcastle County, Delaware. Okay, and also the city of Wilmington. So there's a city tax that you pay, and there's a county tax that you pay. Delaware doesn't have a state tax. Once I bought the school, I contacted the city and the county. I said, hey, we are not-for-profit entity. Okay, I want to apply for tax exemption. They told me that you were supposed to have done this within 14 days from the date of your purchase. How in...
No. He should have had this done before he purchased these abandoned. Right. Remember, Umar had tax exempt status. He didn't have it in 2014. He didn't have it. He didn't have it in 2000.
You know what I find crazy? He's always blaming somebody else for him not knowing what the fuck he's doing. Anytime something comes up that he doesn't know, it's always somebody else's fault. Oh, the lawyer, he made sure he put it out there. The white lawyer, you see why? What does it matter what race that the lawyer is? He wanted to highlight that he was white so he can make it a white supremacy thing. Oh, the white lawyer neglected to tell me. And then when black folks, oh, these bourgeois black niggas who didn't tell me or didn't want to do what I said. It's always the same shit. It's your job to know all this. You claim that you know what you're doing. You told Lord Jamar you got all the people giving you advice and telling you this and telling you that. How come when we find out what's going on, you don't know what the fuck you're doing? And then when people point that out, you be like, oh, it's their fault. They didn't tell me. Well, I thought you had people around you that told you all this.
2014, when he started raising money for the St. Paul's College. He gets it in 2015, but he doesn't file the proper paperwork with the IRS for 2015, 16, and 17. By the time we get to 17, they revoke his nonprofit status. So Umar, he's still collecting money. All that's personal income. That 1.6 figure that I've come up with and show you based upon his IRS filings, that's not counting all that money back then. That has nothing to do with the new IRS nonprofit status that Umar he established in 2020.
And he's not lying. There are a full decade of him collecting donations that are unaccounted for. And Malik came through and dropped the jewels on that one. Dropped the info on that one. He definitely dropped the info on that one. There's 10 whole years that are unaccounted for in donations that he was receiving for that school.
But because he didn't do it at the beginning of the year or before the beginning of the year, it's not retroactive for that year. That's why he had to pay taxes for 2019, property taxes and school taxes, 2019 and 2020. Upwards of $170,000 of wasted money simply because he didn't have his paperwork in order.
Every time we get down to
But you see the point that I'm getting at already? Is that Umar already has excuses lined up as to why he didn't have handle basic business. Just like now here in 2025, over six and a half years later, he's talking about how, the city of Wilmington, I wanted to get this special arrangement made so that if I want to, because I just got done paying the water, but then because I paid the water, I want them to give me a break on the other bills. And you see what I'm saying? But what does it come down to? He doesn't handle basic business.
No, he doesn't.
Let's keep going.
In the hell
If you think about it, this was 2019. What's the issue that's going on right now? What's the issue that's going on right now? Paperwork. And this story he's telling right now. This story he's telling right now. Oh, he didn't have his paperwork in order. This is almost 10 years ago. So that means ahead of time, you knew all the paperwork that you were supposed to get together. And then down the line, what's going on? Paperwork. You do not know what the fuck you're doing. Either that or you're not trying to do it. You're trying to purposely lose the building and blame everybody else for it. So you can be like, oh, I tried. And so where all the money go? Oh, I funneled it into that. I was building the school and they took it. And they took the money with it. That I'm telling you. You heard it here first. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. It's only a matter of time. They're going to take the building and he's going to be like, oh, I put all the money into the renovations and they just took it. The white man took it. Or the black bourgeois took it. But y'all can donate so I can start over again and try to get another building. And the same thing will happen. He's already done, this is the second go around. And he did the same thing.
Was I supposed to know I had 2 weeks to get tax exemption?
Yes,
so I reached out to the white attorney who did the closing, and I asked him, why didn't you tell me I had 2 weeks to get the tax exemption? Don't you think that's something I should know?
You should know that anyway. You already had tax exempt status back in 2015.
You're right. That was something that you were supposed to know on your own because you claim that you know what you're doing. And you obviously don't.
It gets revoked in 2017. You have 2 years to get it reinstated or to set up a new EIN number, which he never really did. But why didn't you do that before you purchased these fat bandos in Wilmington, Delaware? Umar went to go visit these bandos in 2017. I can pull up the video and show it to you guys. See, excuse after excuse, he has to blame someone else.
The client paying for your service, he never answered the question.
Cry, baby.
You know
he never answered.
He did it on purpose. I believe he was jealous.
He told him he did it on purpose. He never answered the question. And a lawyer literally told this man that he did it. He didn't do his job on purpose. So why didn't you sue him? If he literally told you to your face that he did not do what you paid him to do on purpose, and you didn't sue him, goddamn lie.
That a young black man walked into his office,
you follow,
and wrote a check in that amount of money, and I'm not a drug dealer.
What are you talking about?
White folks looked at me like I was crazy when I pulled that check out. They're like, wait a minute, who is this guy? So I think they then went to the internet, found out who I was, and became upset that they even accepted me as a client in the first place. So I believe the attorney deliberately sabotaged me. Because
bro, I'm gonna tell you this now. Even if a lawyer is racist, the only color that lawyers see is green. When have you ever met a lawyer where the only color he did not see was green? The only color he did see was green. Name one lawyer on this planet that turning down anything, get the fuck out of here. There is not a lawyer on this planet. The only color that man see is green and blue faces. Only thing they care about. They don't give a fuck if you was purple, as long as you coming with that cash. Now they saw a young black man coming in with a check. You see, bro, get the fuck. It ain't that much, bro. I know people is racist, but it seems like you got a habit of being around racist people. It seems like you have a habit with doing business with racist people. Come on, this ain't 1965, my nigga. Now I can see if this was back then. Yeah, you could pull that shit. But we in 2025. It ain't that many racist people bunched up in one, and not up north, not up here. You might find a sprinkle of them in different places. Yes, there's a lot of them sprinkled around, but they're not all in one place. And you somehow, somewhere, you find yourself in a building with racist people all the time, bro. Come on. Every time you want to do business, come on, man. That's like, come on. That's like it's like he's like a child. He's like a child, yo.
Umar's two favorite words is months and sabotage.
Certain level,
it's everything.
Sabotage. That a young black man could produce this type of money for a school, okay?
Doesn't it sound similar to how he was talking when he was talking about the city of Wilmington?
Right.
And not a nightclub.
Same shit.
Because, you know, we love to buy nightclubs. He produced this type of money for a school without no white backing, no loan from the bank, straight cash because of the love of the people.
The attorney is a white attorney, Lady Luck Club. He says it's white. Now, as the story goes, Umar initially says he hired because people were clowning him about why'd you get a white attorney? So what Umar does, he comes up with another story. He's a pathological liar. He comes up with another story. He says, well, initially I got a black a lawyer and he was doing it at first, but then his time commitments got in the way. So he recommended, highly recommended this white attorney. And that's why I went with. But then the white attorney, they sabotaged.
It's always the same story.
Anybody remember that?
Always the same story.
It's always something with this guy. Let's go.
So that's number one. The attorney that did my closing sabotaged us. Now let's do it. Number two. FDMG was a tax-exempt organization under the IRS. But there's only one problem. The IRS never served notice.
Didn't he say the same thing about the city of Wilmington?
Yep.
With this munition that comes down, where they're going to put these vandals up for sheriff's sale? You see?
That we had been approved for tax exemption. So guess what I'm saying? They sabotaged us too. They couldn't refuse the tax exemption. So they simply said, we're not going to let him know that he got the tax exemption.
I have never seen somebody who has been sabotaged this many times. Every time you turn around, sabotage. Bro. And the crazy part is he keep running the same play. You ever see a coach on the football, man in the chat, you ever see play Madden and the nigga kept running? Remember when Michael Vick was at a 99 and you play somebody, they just kept running the same play, quarterback sneak? That's him. Remember, it was it 2007 or 2005 when Vic had an overall 99 and you quarterback sneak with him? You score every time, no matter what level you was playing on. Run and then whoever you playing who got that team, got Vic team, they run the same play over and over again. That's him. He running the same play over and over again, just with different people.
Everybody's sabotaging him.
Everybody.
Is there God Little Princess sabotaging him? Pretty Brown Eyes been Joshua been sabotaging him for 3 months. Lay Luck Club been sabotaging him every week. Shay sabotaging him once a month. Everybody trying to sabotage this guy. I'll play a little more.
We find out about the tax exemption after chasing down the IRS officer responsible for FDMG's tax exempt application. We was calling them, emailing them, both me.
You're responsible.
Me and my accountant, professional accountant, working on this with me. And then we come to find out later that the IRS withdrew FDMG's tax exemption before they even told us.
That was in 2017. What are you talking about? You didn't.
It's crazy how people never tell him something. His greatest excuse is they didn't tell me. They sabotaged us because they didn't tell me. Well, this is all information. Let's say that they didn't tell you on purpose. No matter how you slice it, you were supposed to know this shit. You claim that you knew what you were doing. That's the part Lennon keeps skipping over and not realizing either. I noticed he not noticing that. He told everybody he got people backing him. When Lord Jamar tried to send him some outsource, when people reached out to him, he told him he got it. He already got people who know what they're doing. They already built schools. They tell him they're giving him advice. They tell him what he's supposed to be doing. But yet somehow he doesn't know. And you never see these people. One man band. You don't know how to run no school.
Get your story straight, homeboy.
We had a tax exemption, so that's setup number 2. So where are
20
we?
people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button.
Of applying to reinstate the tax exemption, and the reason we're in the process of reinstating the tax exemption, Brother Hashim, is because the taxes on that school, that campus, that 4-building campus, is over $150,000 per year. We owe, and I'm pulling from memory right now, on the Frederick Douglass building for the city of Wilmington, we owe about $50,000. For the Marcus Garvey building for the city of Wilmington, we owe
Yeah, DD, don't this sound familiar? This is in 2019. Here we are in 2025, and you see all this stuff going on up there with these trap bandos now? Him talking about the city of Wilmington?
It's the same shit.
I don't want my wife. Boy, they be boy, anyway.
About $20,000. That's just for the city of Wilmington. For the county, it's even more. For both buildings together for the county, we owe about $95,000. Altogether, you're dealing with more than $150,000, $160,000 per year. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. So my accountant right now is working as fast as he can. I just met with him the day before yesterday to try to get that application in and get it approved, because the last time we did this, they gave us the runaround, and when they finally approved it,
isn't this what he said? Isn't this what he said about the, what did he call that? The waiver?
Yep.
Isn't this exactly what he said about the waiver for 2025 with the city of Wilmington?
That's exactly what he said. This is what I've been saying the whole time. He's running the same play. When it comes to the tax exemption, they didn't tell us. We've been trying to get it, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to the waiver, they didn't tell us. The lady wouldn't put it through. It's the same play over and over and over again. Now I get what Leonard's trying to what he's trying to show you is he's running the same scheme. He's running the same play over and over again. He's just changing around the people who did it, who he claimed sabotaged. He's just changing the people. But it's the same play, it's the same excuse, same vocabulary, same everything. The only difference is it's two different things. It's a waiver and a tax exemption.
Vacant property fees, hit the one. You guys, it's the same thing.
Never even told us we had it. So the proper paperwork was not being filed because we was waiting for an approval letter that we never got. So where are we now on the $150,000 taxes that we owe? I have an agreement with Newcastle County.
Sound familiar?
Yep.
This guy, he don't stop.
That I just made last week, and I have to mail them a $25,000 down payment check.
We got almost 1,300 people, but thank you guys so much for tuning on. And make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the show. And you can point at this. We're gonna get things ramped back up. Okay. Make sure you vote on the poll too. Let's go.
Going back taxes that we shouldn't owe had we not been sabotaged by both the closing attorney and the IRS. So we entered into agreement with Newcastle County, $25,000 down. We're going to have to pay about $10,000 a month to satisfy the bill before the next bill comes around, which I believe is July of 2020. With the city of Wilmington, we did the same thing. We're about to do a tax agreement with Wilmington where we're going to put $10,000 down. And again, we have to pay off the balance of that before the next tax bill comes out in July. So we're basically going to be paying almost $20,000 a month in order to satisfy a bill that we should not even owe. I'm saying that to the donors.
That's what he said.
He said the same thing about the waiver.
About the waiver, right?
We shouldn't
even have to pay this. Well, if you had your paperwork in order, if Umar had his paperwork in order, and if he was handling basic business, filling out some paperwork and sending it in, that's all. And doing it on time. That's all it is. I had this person call me today. I don't want to say too much, but they was like, "Is this such and such?" I said, "No, that's my wife." Okay, well, good. Yeah, blah blah. And they said, "Well, we have a bill here. It is for 400 and something." I said, "What?" I said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Well, why is it that high?" "Well, blah blah blah." I said, "Well, give me the information." And I paid it all. Then I texted my wife. I said, "I just paid this other bill. I don't know where this bill came from, but I just paid it." But see, it would probably have been about $380 if I paid it off when it was actually. I just didn't know about it. I ain't blaming nobody. I'm just saying, you handle business, okay? Umar, he doesn't handle business, and I get it if something slips under that you just kind of miss. I get it. But this is a different dynamic with Umar. See, with the city of Wilmington, those bills were over 6 years old.
Right.
The ones where he's talking about he was trying to make some sort of special. He wanted special dispensation because he just paid the water bill, and for the vacant property fees, he wants some sort of a deal. Blah blah blah. But that stuff had been accumulating since 2019. So there's no excuse for that. The point is that Umar doesn't handle basic business. Okay? And again, let's be real. Sometimes things slip through the cracks. I get it, but that's not what we're dealing with here. This is consistently what we see with Umar Johnson. Okay, and instead of holding himself accountable, he blames everyone else.
To let them know that if you've been donating 20, you need to donate 40. If you've been donating 50, you need to donate 100, because the city of Wilmington, Minister Hashim, has been targeted for gentrification. It's been targeted for gentrification. And what do they do to get rid of black folks who own property in places that have already been identified as a ethnic cleansing zone? They raise your taxes. So they're trying to price us out of FDG, because I was told by several brothers and sisters on the ground in Wilmington that there's certain white folk who are extremely upset that we purchased that building, because they were just about to purchase it and they did not know that Dr. Umar was in the pipeline. So
this guy, he's incredible. Those buildings have been sitting for over 2 years. They just was about to purchase it. Didn't nobody want them funky things.
Angry because I am blocking their ethnic cleansing agenda. And by ethnic cleansing, that's just the real word.
Listen, I'm not laughing at Umar's foolishness. Someone said, "Please stay on for the rest of the night, Brother Leonard." I don't care who don't like it. I think I'm going to take off tomorrow, though. Here we go.
So there's people who don't want us there, but we're going to remain there because that's where the Most High and the ancestors put us, and we're going to stay there and finish the job. But we're talking big money here. We're talking very big money. Now, here's the other piece. Let me give you this piece.
Here you go. And this will be the last part. Then we get to the big one. So, thank you so much. I'm glad you're back. I thought the Goonie Goons got you.
You say this and then I'll shut up. Before we can enter into an agreement with the city of Wilmington, I have to first satisfy the utility bill. The reason the utility bill has not been paid is because there is some inconsistency on the different meters that they have going to the school. So, for example, there's 2 school buildings, right? 4 buildings total. We have the Honorable Frederick Douglass School Building. That's the large building, almost 20 classrooms, extremely large modern gymnasium. We have the Honorable Marcus Garvey Building. That's the smaller school right across the street on Ifatunde Avenue, which is what I renamed that street of 17th Street, Ifatunde Avenue. So the Honorable Marcus Garvey Building stares out across the street at the Honorable Frederick Douglass Building. So the Garvey Building has about 12 classrooms, okay, computer room, lab. Both schools are beautiful, brother. Whenever you're ready to come down.
Both schools are beautiful? What in the world? This video is from 2019 that I'm playing.
2019.
Can I show you something real quick from 2025? Hold on one second.
Watch, you're gonna say the same shit. You're gonna say the
Let
same
me do
shit.
my thing, because for me to do what I'm doing is no, a lot of niggas can't do what I do. So please stop with the negative. I came all the way down.
Shout out to Famer2. He went up there recently. We're gonna cover this whole video at some point. I know I've been saying that for like a month. This is in 2025, and it still looks horrible. Look at this.
Everybody go.
And
I don't see
changed.
niggas coming back here. So this is the school. Let me refocus. Let me refocus. Hold on. Let me refocus for a second.
Yeah, shout out to Famer2. Let me just show you this one part over here. This is in 2025, y'all. I'll just skip through the whole thing, and y'all can see little segments of it. The video we were watching was from 2019, and Umar talking about how it's beautiful.
Still got the spray paint. Still fucked up. Still got mold on the side of the building. All that.
Well, look what it looks like in 2019. This sign is still up there from the Maurice J. Moyer Academy, the new J. Moyer Academy. Paint looking all dilapidated. Pipes missing. Mold all down the wall. Yeah, he did a thorough investigation on it. Was that well, this is horrible. Mold all on the, there go that little camera. Mold all on the walkway.
Shit, ridiculous.
Umar got those little cameras.
Allergies is killing my eyes.
Little itty bitty cameras. Okay, this is 2019. We're going to cover this soon. We'll watch the whole thing.
Adrian.
Yeah. So I mean, Umar back in 2019, we were talking about how it was beautiful. That's ridiculous. It's still horrible in 2019. All right.
How you doing, Adrian?
I think I accidentally took. Well, let me see here. Yeah, I took the other one down. But which one is this? Hold on one second. Let me see something.
That shit ain't never gonna open.
Charter, okay, and the school was renovated and built from the ground up. They took old buildings and they renovated those buildings into a modern school. So we're only the second business to occupy this property. The problem is that the building was not secured well.
Technically, it's the third business because the new J. Moyer Academy, they set up a whole. It's considered to be a whole new business, EIN and everything. For if memory serves me correctly, the first one was the J. Moyer Academy. That's it, yeah, and then it became the new J. Moyer Academy. That makes sense to people.
So Mike
and it was two separate charters. So it technically is two separate businesses. This anyway.
Tay and Ray and them got in there and stripped it of all the copper and the piping and things like that. Had that never happened, that school would have been
Ray.
Nah, bro. I think he did that shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I think he went in there and stripped that shit and went down Philly, because if you go to Philly, it's a lot of junkyards that buy that shit. He went in. Why did Mike and Ray and them just decide to do it? That building was sitting there for how long? And they just now decided to run up in there and get the copper soon as you buy it? Nah, nigga. You stripped that copper. You stripped that. You knew you wasn't opening that school. You went and stripped that copper and went down to them junkyards and sold that shit for, you know what? You saw what he did when he was like, he was telling the drug dealer, I need some blow. Two for $5. Let me get a 2 for $5 deal. Yeah, nigga, 2 for $5. Go around the corner. There are some of you, hold on, let me find it. There are those of you who realize that Brother Marcus Garvey and Brother Frederick Douglass want you to give generously to FDMG and people ask, huh, why come Umar ain't pay his bills? Huh, how come his bank accounts got frozen? Huh, how he taking all these trips and fucking everybody mama? Don't ask. I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions. Just run them donations. Nigga, did you get the Cash App run that side? Make sure they got the PayPal and the Venmo over there too. I ain't see them niggas donate. Oh, you dropped another one?
We would be having class already because when they left the school, it was a 100%.
Yeah, Umar had them Fisher Price cameras. You know, the ones the kids be using. Yeah,
brand new working order. The school was only about 5 years old. So we literally have.
What's up, bossy man?
Have really been blessed if we can hold
Black
on
Wolf.
to this opportunity. But getting back to my point, the reason the utility
what did Barbie say?
has not been paid is because we have to get leaders to make sure we're not being overcharged. Because there's 2 schools, right?
I'm gonna do an upload to these Jones, Mr. Judge.
Bills. So whenever I get the utilities, I don't get one bill. I get a bill for 5 different meters, but there's only 4 buildings. So later this week, I have to go out there and meet the city.
There's 3 buildings
of Wilmington's engineers so they can trace the meters to the appropriate buildings to make sure I'm not being overcharged. There's also the fire water line in case of a.
Oh yeah, Max. If you got one of them dudes that you go to frequently, because I know I used to do that. I used to give if I had a customer that come to me frequently. Sometimes I give them a tab. You only get $50. You fuck that tab up and don't pay that money, you'll never come back. But if you a loyal customer, there's some niggas out there that keep 2 for $5. Yeah, definitely sometimes you can get 5 for $25.
Fire emergency. I'm being charged for those lines, which have to be repaired.
That's probably what he was saying, though.
A service rep from the city of Wilmington that you might not be responsible
for $25
for paying the fire water charge because your fire lines have been vandalized and need to be repaired. I was going to pay the bill up front. And so
you was going to pay it up front, but you said it in both.
You know what? Just pay it. And I was advised by the city, don't pay this. You don't have money.
Right, he made the right face. Because that's the face I was just about to make. Wait, first they telling you they not, wait, let me get this straight. First, when it comes to the waivers, right, they don't tell you when you're supposed to pay it, right? And then when you want to pay it, they tell you don't pay it up front. I got one, I keep asking this question. When in the history of bill collecting, especially the government, when have you ever seen a bill collector tell somebody not to pay their bills? I'm going to repeat that. When have you ever seen a bill collector tell somebody, you know what, don't pay the bill up front? You shouldn't pay the bill up front. Don't pay me up front. That's what he's saying. A bill collector, a government bill collector, told him don't pay it up front. You better be careful there, little buddy. I ain't even gonna make the face no more. I'm just gonna move. You better be careful there, little buddy. When in the history of bill collecting have you ever, in America, he said a bill collector, a government bill collector, told him not to pay his bill?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
1 2 1 2 1 2 5. Hop in the hot mess for the one time.
A bill collector told him not to pay him up front.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
You have lost your motherfucking mind if you think we believe that shit. I still do say it, nigga. You better be careful there, little buddy. That's the Rim Rum TV slogan. You see it. You better be careful there, little buddy. You're slipping shelf.
To give away, you need that money for your school, brother.
When do they do that? That person who called me today, they were like, no, don't pay it. Don't even worry about it. Don't pay it. We're going to figure this. No. I ain't going to lie. I said, well, hold on. Give me all the information. I got to make some phone calls. I need to make, because I thought I paid this bill. I need to find out what's going on. Then I started, then they gave me all the information. And then I was about to start making phone calls. I said, let me just pay this shit. I ain't got time. So I just went on the website and paid it. That was it. But then, but the people trying to collect some money.
Yeah, I've been talking to my uncle. I got these T-shirts about to come. These joints right here. These joints about to come. But I think I'm gonna use Jaded's joint. What y'all think about it? I think I'm gonna use, instead of using this picture, I think I'm gonna use this one. You better be careful there, little buddy. I think I'm gonna use this one. I don't know. What y'all think? I think I want to use Jada's design. I think I want to use this one. You better be careful there, little buddy. Nah, you gotta have a face with it though. You gotta have that face with it. Let me move out the way. You gotta have that face with it right there. That's that side eye. You gotta see my brother do it. He do it a lot better than me. He do it a lot better than me. Because he'll look at you, you know what he's talking about. You don't even say it, he'll just look at you. you better be careful, little buddy. You're slipping short. But I think I might want to use Jaded's design.
They're gonna say, "Oh, don't pay it right now." They don't do that. But Umar,
that picture fire and shit,
fire line, and then after you do all that, then pay the bill. In other words, if you're not
make that my
responsible for some of
profile.
these charges, don't pay for them because
that's
it'll
ridiculous.
take forever to get your money back. Let's investigate, find out if you're not responsible. If you're not, we can take those charges off the bill, and then you can go ahead and pay it off. So the reason there's been no payment on the city
that big. All right, I got you.
They're underinvested, and the reason is.
Okay, we're gonna leave it right there. But you see, he didn't. This was back in 2019. He wasn't paying the city utilities all the way until 2006, 2025, 6.5 years later. With what happened about a month and a half ago. You got to see the point how this connects. So he's telling all these stories back then, and all it comes down to is that Umar, most of the money that Umar's collected, he's used on himself.
Right.
When he acquired these abandoned buildings for $400,000, that's why he didn't start renovations for another year and a half, because he didn't have any money to start renovations. He has to concoct a story, a false narrative to kind of spread this out a little bit longer. I'm trying to get the blueprints. I'm trying to get the blueprints. I'm trying to get the blueprints. You guys remember this? Well, guess what? All those bills that he's talking about back in 2019, he never paid those bills. That's why by the time we get to 2025, 6.5 years later, now the city's like, we're tired of all this foolishness. At this point, we're going to actually put these buildings up for sheriff's sale. Right. If you don't payment plan or come up with the money on this. But you gotta see how this plays itself out. I just happened to run across this video on accident. As I'm transferring files over and all, I still got this all kinds of stuff dealing with the documentary. And I was going through 2019. I'm into 2019. I'm transferring files over. I said, what is this video right here? And I clicked on it and I was listening. I said, wait a minute, this is the same story he was telling more recently, city of Wilmington. It's a different type. It's just a little different, but it's the same thing. Excuses, blaming other people, blaming the city, so forth and so on. But you realize the same bills that he's talking about back then. It's not all of them, but some of the bills that he's talking about back then, he never paid them for another 5, 6 years later. And that's why things are where they're at here today with Umar and these abandoned buildings. Okay. All right. Let's get into the video for super chats right quick. What's up? Patrick says he gonna pay him on Monday. Yeah. The thing is that Umar should have handled this in the first place from the beginning.
This is way back in 2019. I'm gonna pay you in 2025, head ass nigga. When these slaps like to say, I'm gonna pay you in 2025, head ass nigga. Nigga, you should have been gave me my paper.
And because most of the money he spent on his lifestyle, he doesn't have the money needed to pay things. Basic stuff, nothing big, nothing major.
I'm trying to find the pictures now, Jay.
That price of $400,000, even though Umar Johnson said it was more than that. He's never given a definitive answer as to how much he paid. It could be much less than that. He's never provided any paperwork. He said that there's no mortgage, but we don't know that as 100% fact because he lies all the time. But the point is, Patrick, that he doesn't have the money. See? He's collected enough money, but he spent so much money on his lifestyle, turning the heat down, gambling, traveling all around the world, crushing.
He said, turning the heat down,
cookies, sending women money, eating out all the time, living in and out of hotel, motel rooms. It's expensive lifestyle. Eating out is expensive.
Right. And you know that nigga can eat his ass off. That nigga probably was ordering hibachis, all types of shit, bro. I'm pretty sure that nigga was grubbing. We be grubbing. Everybody loves when my mom cooks something. Oh, I found it. Found him. I'm about to send it to you now, Jaded. Jaded, if you still in the chat, I'm about to send it to you now.
He buys a lot of clothes. You rarely see Umar he wears the same jeans all the time. I think he got a problem. But he has different. That's very expensive. A lot of most of the money has gone towards Umar Johnson's lifestyle. So basic bills that really you donors, Umar Johnson followers who donate to FDMG, most of that money that you sent to him did not go towards FDMG. There's at least $1 million missing, bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
It's just we don't know. There's no accounting for it whatsoever. And some people say that's a lot of money. No, it's not a lot of money. If you look at it in the timeline, he's been at this based on his words 2014. But I have people on record saying that they gave Umar donations for this school back in 2009. I've also seen people say 2008 and 2007. He's been collecting money for such a long time. So that Cash App gets shut off, like I said in the beginning, and that really had a big impact on Umar in terms of him being able to get money out of people. Okay, all this excuse making, all of this baby mama drama going on.
Oh my God. Yo, hold on. I don't mean to interrupt y'all. I don't even mean to interrupt, but look at this shit. Yo, I'm making a t-shirt for myself on this one. Fuck it. If y'all want it, I'm making a t-shirt myself on this. Holy shit. Look at this shit, yo. Damn. Yo, he put me with the last Ronin. Oh, I'm definitely making that a t-shirt. Oh, what was that quote Rav said? Yo, what was that quote, Rav? We got to find that quote that Rav said in that joint. And we got to put that on there. Oh, that t-shirt would be so fucking fire. Yes, I am making that a t-shirt. That's going to be a t-shirt. I'm about to send this shit to my uncle now. Hey, yo, make this a t-shirt, please. Oh yeah, my lawyer called me. All right, I'm about to sign the paper to get the money sent to me. I fuck around and just buy my own fucking t-shirt maker. I might make a 3D printer. Might get a 3D printer and get a truck and start 3D printing shit. But this shit here, oh my God. That Jada, you did your thing on that one. Yo, Jada, you in the wrong profession, bro. This your calling, nigga. You need to do something with this. You need to do something with this. This your calling.
Disowning his daughter and going in on her online. I forgot. Another one was him going in on his daddy. Jamal off all the social media. It's another domino that fell. See, all these things lead up to where Umar is at today. And he needs money. But see, if he had listened to what I told him years and years and years ago, see, he doesn't realize it. He's a slave to this FMG school scam.
Yeah, he is.
He's not a boss. You guys understand what I'm saying? Umar's not a boss.
I think
he's not in control of anything. He's not in control of his own life. He's a slave to this FMG school scam because the FMG school scam is what allows him to live out his self-destructive lifestyle. But he's a slave to it. Not that he wants to open it up.
He's not a slave to the scam. He is a slave to the drugs. And the drugs are forcing him to keep this lie going. In my opinion, I think it's the lifestyle and the drugs that are enslaving him. And it's forcing him to keep this lie going. And he's run out of excuses, so he keep running the same play. Why change the play if it keep working? You feel me? That's why he keeps running the same play. Why change it up if it keep working? But we at a point where that shit ain't flying no more, bro.
But he always has to concoct some excuse as to why things aren't moving forward or why this is happening and it's everyone else's fault. It's sabotage, blah, blah, blah. But he don't realize if he had took my advice from years ago, see, the thing that is on Umar's back the most, it's not the turning of the heat down. It's not that monkey.
No, it is.
The thing that's on Umar's back the most and is the heaviest is this FMG school scam. And I told him years ago that if you want to get things turned around in your life, you got to let this go. He don't want to listen. See? So Patrick, he ain't got the money. Now, did he have enough money to get something started? Absolutely. But he's not interested in getting things started. He's interested in continuing to get money because he got another monkey on his back.
Max, you stupid.
Thanks, Patrick. Kadar says, someone type in the address to the location and see what it pulls up. He's been there too long for it to say. No, Umar has two signs that say Umar has two signs that says FDMG. I found that video too, by the way, where he was lying about renovations being done up there. There was cities that were doing pipe work. It was pipe work.
Hold on, I gotta show y'all what Max just sent me. It's hilarious. I'll be to keep doing this, but I gotta see this shit. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this shit. Max just sent me. Oh man, he will not let this Bigfoot shit go. He is not letting this Bigfoot shit go. Oh man, peace and pan bananaism. Peace and pan bananaism. Oh, Max is a fucking goon. Peace and bananas. Peace and bananas. Peace and banana power. Peace and banana power.
They were digging up the street and stuff. Umar tried to act like they was for FMG.
Oh yeah.
Umar put up two signs up there. That's all he's done. But he never took off the J. Moyer Academy. See, that's what he should have done in the very beginning when he first got there. I'm going to tell y'all something because I was thinking about this before a little bit earlier today when Brother James emailed me and said that Umar had gone live. Any of you?
All right, I ain't gonna lie. I'm done listening to him talk about the same shit. So I'm going to go back to that Umar video because he's not really playing any Umar videos. I mean, we can watch the I can always catch the replay, but he's not playing any Umar videos, so I'm gonna go back to the Umar video.
If you are not a donor, or if you have not done more for the African race than I have, I don't answer your questions. So I don't answer no.
Y'all heard? I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. He said, if you're not a donor, and if you have not done more for the African race, my nigga. Oh, this one even funnier. This one even funnier. I'm using this as a thumbnail, Max. I'm gonna put this as the thumbnail. He said, if you have not done, what have you done for the fucking African race? Can you give me one achievement? Just this one thing that you have done for the African race.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Nothing.
Or if you have not done more for the race than I have. I'm going to say it again. If you are not a donor, or if you have not done more for the African race than I have, I don't answer your questions.
So if we're going off of that logic, that means Lenin has done as much for the African race as you have. Because you've taken money from it, and Lenin has opened it. That's like saying I did something for the African. That's just like saying that by me exposing your scam, I'm doing something for that. I'm not doing shit, but just telling people what you're doing. Well, I'm not doing shit. I'm just telling people what you're doing. Doing something for the African race means you've made a change. Something has shifted. Like I explained earlier, when Dr. King fought for civil rights, he got our civil rights. The Black Panthers, they opened up programs. They radicalized the black community. They patrolled the black communities. They made us fight back. They made us fight back so much that they fucking dropped a bomb on us. That's making a change. Malcolm X, by any means. People still quote that shit today. That's making a change. Only thing people quote from you is hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal.
So I don't answer no questions from anybody who don't donate, ain't done more than me. If you ain't building no institutions, you can't ask me shit. If you ain't building no institutions, you can't ask me shit. Now,
hold on. You said he playing the video that
number 2.
Hold on, let me see. I don't want to keep flipping back and forth. I've been out of my body, but shit, I'm doing fine.
Let the haters hate. We gonna liberate.
Right.
Let the haters hate.
This is what I'm
We
doing.
gonna liberate. Brothers and sisters, hit the PayPal for FDMG. Yep. PayPal.
There we go. He need that money.
Holy shit.
I mean, this guy, he does a roll call, and at the 2-minute mark, right at the 2-minute mark, he start getting to begging.
Always. That's what I was just playing.
He said, let me.
Sorry. Yo, that nigga that do that Kevin Gates impression is funny as fuck.
Michigan, my cake is my Bahamas, Bermuda, Barbados, St. Africans.
Bro,
my Nigerian Africans, my Liberian.
My Liberian Africans, my this African. My
peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism.
Give me some more to drink.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Good Garvey Day to my continental Africans. Good Garvey Day to my Nigerian Africans, my Liberian Africans, my South Africans, my Ethiopian Africans, my Congolese Africans, my Lesotho Africans, my Malawi Africans, my Togolese, my Benin Africans, my Cote d'Ivoire, my Sierra Leone Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to my Madagascar Africans, my Angola, my Mozambique, my Eritrean Africans.
He must be going to Africa. That's why he's doing, because he want to get that money when he get over there. That's what I think. Is he going over to Africa?
I'm telling you, he's going to Africa. He's going to take that money and go straight to Africa. Oh, no, I didn't. It's coming up. The Jason Mass is coming up.
Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans, my Jamaicans, my Haitians, my Turks and Caicos, my Bahamas, Bermuda, Barbados, St. Croix, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, St. Martin. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my South American Africans, my Central American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans of Europe and Asia, my Australian Africans, my Toronto Africans, my Nova Scotia Africans, my Montreal Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Texas Africans, my Florida Africans, my Georgia Africans, my California, my Michigan, my
Yeah, music in the background.
Here we go. What the fuck was he thinking?
Oh,
he was high.
Mama Closet. This from September 7th of.
Oh, he was high. Look how he creeping all slow into the camera. That nigga high than a motherfucker. Hector then broke him off with some dynamite. Hector then slid through and broke him off with some dynamite. Woo!
This is y'all principal and in Mama Closet. This from September 7th of 2024. Y'all's principal. He has spooky music playing in the background. The craziest part is inside the Mama Closet.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade.
You know, I'm sitting inside my Mama Closet. I'm sitting inside my Mama Closet. This is y'all's principal. He's a school psychologist, multi-crescent scholar, Big Papa, Prince of Pan-Africanism, dirty fingernails. All right. There is another one, though, too, Black Anonymous. I have to find that one. It's one of those masks he put on one time. It's from, there was a whole bunch of these movies. Scream. You know, that mask from that, I think it was called Scream. It was real popular back in the day. They got like 9 movies on the thing now. But he had one of those on one time too. I just got to run back into it. That's y'all's principle. All right, let's get back to it.
And I'll in my long
shout out to Black Anonymous.
My Queens Africans. Peace and Pan.
Hey, Maddie, how's it going?
My Philly Africans, my Delaware Africans, my Maryland, my
I don't know, Maddie. I don't know anything in terms of what's going on behind the scenes, but I just hope that the mama is either placed in a better situation or the situation improves where Umar is either not involved or his involvement is extremely limited. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see how things play itself out. But can you imagine? Maddie, someone who's sitting up inside his mama closet, and this is what he's doing online. I mean, y'all really think about that. This is what he's doing. This is what this chat. I was trying to make an important point, but this chat room is, come on. I just want y'all to think about this. Is what, see, when you watch them movies that be coming on, or the TV shows where it's about this crazy ass son and they be living in the basement, well, he's just living in mama closet. But this is what's going on in them movies. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Late at night, He's sitting alone inside of his mama's closet.
Shit.
What is he doing? Why is he there? What's his name? The movie that we've all been waiting for. Ifatunde on 13th Street on Monday. You gotta say Monday. You can't say Friday the 13th. Monday the 13th. Nightmare in Mama's closet.
The Nightmare in Mama's closet.
Hold on. Coming next month, right in time for Halloween. Nightmare in Mama's closet. Monday the 13th.
Monday the 13th.
Yeah. Okay, all right. He's clapping because he's ready to do the most devious deeds imaginable inside his mama's closet. He has potatoes in there, family. He has incense in there, family. He has books on everything Africa. All right, let's get back to it. I apologize. I couldn't help myself. Here we go.
Baltimore, my Virginia, my Carolina Africans, my Tennessee Africans, my St. Louis Africans, brothers and sisters. It's your big brother, King Kong. I'm not going to keep you too long. We still in the war zone.
Where is the mama? I'm going to.
Yeah, he can barely
going
talk.
Too far. I apologize. That's not funny. That's not funny.
I thought he was having a stroke.
Where is the mama? Is she safe? No, let me stop. That's
Damn.
Okay. I apologize. Let's get back,
brothers and sisters. Let the haters hate. We going to liberate.
All right.
Let the haters hate. We going to liberate. Brothers and sisters, hit the PayPal for FDMG. Yep. PayPal.
There we go. He needs that money. I mean, this guy, he does a roll call, and at the 2-minute mark, right at the 2-minute mark, he start getting to begging. He said, let me get this roll call in. At least let me do that before I start begging. Let me get a little of this roll call. Here we go.
Me/FDMG Academy.
I'm taking off tomorrow.
PayPal.
We live stream again tomorrow, y'all.
.me/FDMG Academy. I love you too, my beautiful African queen. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. We got a new email address. If you need to reach me by email, it is princeofpanafricanism@gmail.com. That is princeofpanafricanism@gmail.com. We spell Africa with a K.
See, Umar trying to delete evidence and shit.
We spell Africa with a K. Checks and money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. FDMG Academy, checks and money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. 19809 telephone number if you need to text me. I miss you too, my beautiful African queen. I miss you too. If you need to text me, +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989 9858. I want to talk to black parents real quick about special education. First of all, shout out to all the black queens. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. The anthem will never change. The anthem will never die. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Shout out to all my queens with their own natural hair. Where are the queens at rocking their own natural hair? Rocking their own natural hair.
There you go. Shout out to Chris Tattoo at 1,700 people. I appreciate you all. I love y'all too. Thank y'all for being patient with me. I really appreciate it. Let's go.
Rocking their own natural hair. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. from butter almond to butter pecan.
Here
From
you go.
sweet brown sugar to butterscotch, African vanilla to dark brown sugar.
Is he gonna say hot fudge? Let's see. Pina colada? We're gonna see.
Oh yes. And everything in between. That deep chocolate African fudge. Where them deep chocolate.
Shit is crazy. Diabolical.
Get the one. The real question is if he gonna say African lemonade? Is he gonna say pina? He loves saying the pina colada. Let's see.
African fudge queens at? Where those deep chocolate African fudge queens with the all natural hair? Where the butter almond queens and the butter pecan queens with the all natural hair? Where the butterscotch and lemonade and African vanilla queens with the all?
I told y'all I did not hit the two. He loves saying African lemonade and the pina colada. I don't even know what that means. What's African lemonade? What in the world?
Natural hair.
What's up, DD?
Special ed parents, listen to me.
What's up, Chris?
As the most influential black school psychologist in American history, I got 10 things to say to you.
10 things?
As the most influential black school psychologist in American history, I got 10 things to say to you. As the most influential black school psychologist in American history, I got 10 things to say to you. Number one.
10 things? Damn.
Why are you still getting your sons evaluated for ADHD?
He's making this up on the spot.
Why are we still getting our sons evaluated for ADHD? ADHD is about drugs.
Here we go.
ADHD is about drugs.
What's up, Jonathan?
ADHD is about drugs. Why medicate your babies? Adderall.
Umar has ADHD too, by the way.
Concerta. Strattera. Cyclert. Ritalin. Why are we medicating black boys in service of white domination? Can somebody explain this to Prince of Pan-Africanism? Can somebody explain this to the king of black consciousness? Can somebody explain this to the most requested black scholar in the world? Can somebody explain this to the most relevant Pan-Africanist in the Western Hemisphere since the right excellent, most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey? Can somebody explain this to the most credentialed leader of the black conscious movement? Why are we still medicating black boys in the service of white domination? They got psychiatric drugs in South Africa now. They got psychiatric drugs in England. They got psychiatric.
What you mean now?
No, they been had that shit.
Umar, he's reverting back to his old talking points because he's
trying
to
get money out of people.
So he's going to rehashing. Maybe he'll be rehashing different talking points from the past. But one of his
that nigga ran out of shit to lie about. So what he's doing is he went back and recycled his old lie or his old bullshit that he put out there.
Primitive talking points was dealing with ADHD, special education, misdiagnoses in the school to prison pipeline. Okay, that was early Umar. Okay, he's veered way beyond that. He mainly talks about sex and crushing cookies and these days, but he's going back to his old talking points here. Okay?
Drugs in Paris, France, psychiatric drugs in Australia. Your child don't need medication to get an education. Please stop it. Your child don't need medication to get an education. Please stop it.
Yo, my eye drops.
Your child don't need medication to get an education.
Yo, I need some eye drops or something, man. Damn. It's like the only way like I feel better is like my eyes shut. They itch so much. I've just been sitting here with my eyes closed listening because they fucking itch so much. I didn't know that you can develop allergies as an adult, even not having no allergy as a kid. He said, why are you on drugs? You hypocrite. That's what I'm saying. How you gonna tell somebody, nigga, you on drugs? All right, I will just listen with my eyes closed because I can't. This shit itch like my eyes itch like
education. Please stop it, brothers and sisters. They don't need no drugs. They need attention. They need to be challenged in the classroom. They need to be loved at home. Big reason why we got so much so-called ADHD.
Your kids need to be loved at home by you, nigga. You can't tell us how to raise our kids. And you ain't been in not one of your kids' life.
Reason why we got so much so-called ADHD. Ain't no discipline in your home. Too much artificial food in your home. Too much video gaming in your home. Too much cell phoning in your home. Too much social media in your home. That's what this is about. He don't have ADHD. He has I don't care to learn disorder. Let me say that again. He don't have ADHD. He has I don't care to learn disorder, brothers and sisters. It's not that he can't pay attention. He don't want to pay attention. It's not that he can't pay attention. He don't want to pay attention. It's not that he can't pay attention.
He just gives such horrible advice too, by the way.
He don't want to pay attention, and you ain't gonna do nothing.
Mind you that all this shit is illegal. He does not have a license. He is not a practicing psychologist. He's not. He doesn't have a license for it neither. So you saying this shit right now is illegal.
About it. The children are raising themselves. They want to know why they got to go to school when my mama going to do everything for me anyway. They want to know why I got to go to school.
Yeah, this is Umar. He's projecting right here.
My grandmama going to do everything for me anyway. Why I got to go to school? My daddy going to do everything for me anyway. Why I got to go to school for?
Rejection, Mr. Johnson. Rejection.
Stop drugging the babies. Stop drugging the babies.
Stop drugging yourself. Stop drugging yourself.
Hell no.
The only purpose of the ADHD evaluation is medication. The only purpose for an ADHD evaluation is medication. The only purpose for an ADHD evaluation is medication. You want me to come to Utah, Maya? Set it up. I'm ready for Utah. Set it up, Sister Maya. King Kong ain't been to Utah yet. King Kong ain't been to Wyoming yet. King Kong ain't been to...
You willing to go to all these fucking states to go deal with other people's kids, but won't walk a couple blocks down the street to go see your own fucking daughter. Won't go across town to see your own daughter. But we supposed to believe that you willing to go travel across state to help other people's kids. Genuinely.
Maine yet. North Dakota, Maine. South Dakota. I ain't been there yet. Set it up, Maya. Set it up. No rice, no ice, no spice, no sand, no salsa. I'm going to say it again. No rice, no ice, no spice, no sand, no salsa. If you ain't building a school, you can't talk to me about our school, brothers and sisters. If you ain't building a school, you can't talk to me about our school. See, I need you to understand something about King Kong consciousness. 15 years, number one. 15 years, number one. You can't hate the title away. If you want the title, you got to take the title. Y'all trying to slander the title away. You can't slander the title away. You got to take the title, my ninja.
You see how he goes into, I'm the most requested this, and I'm the most, see, you're worried about fame more than you're worried about your own children and building that school. You ain't saying nothing about that school, but I'm the most requested this. I'm the most requested dad. I'm this, that, and the third. No, the fuck you are not, bro. You know what I've learned? The most requested scholars don't gotta say they're the most requested scholars. They just are who they are. Um, LeBron James is the best in the fucking world right now. You don't hear him claim he's the best in the fucking world. Steph Curry is the best shooter that ever lived. I've never really heard him say he's the best shooter that ever lived. That speaks for itself. His work speaks for itself. If you gotta say it, then you're not it. The people will say it. Your work will say it. Your work ain't saying that. It's not. It's not saying that. God damn it, my eyes itch. Your work is not saying that. Martin Luther King, one of the most influential black men in the world. I ain't never heard him say that. Even during his time, he was Malcolm and Malcolm X were the most popular black men in the world. Not one time did you hear him say that. You know why? Because the people said it for him. People ain't saying that about you, bro.
There you go.
Here's what you need to understand. I do not respond to anybody with questions about FDMG if you are not a donor or if you have not done more for the race than I have. I'm going to say it again.
What have you done?
If you are not a donor or if you have not done more for the African race than I have, I don't answer your questions. You Tubians can't ask me shit because you don't do anything but sit on the internet and talk shit. Struggle streamers can't ask.
He's so upset.
Same shit every time.
See, and again, I haven't been live streaming on Umar. It's been close to a month, but it's amazing that he calls people struggle streamers. Yet
he on the internet begging for money for help. Everybody that he calls struggle streamer got a job outside of YouTube. If they shut all your motherfucking Instagram and shit down right now, you are done. They shut my shit down. I got a job, nigga. They shut your shit down. You no more donations. You broke.
I think it was close to 1,800 people during this live stream. We're down at 1,772. I don't have a lot of subscribers either. I think I have like 80,000. But Umar has over 1 million followers on Instagram. And during this live stream that he did in his car, in his rental car, in the parking lot, he didn't even get over. He couldn't even get to 600. And he's not even monetized. He hasn't monetized anything. So this idea of the struggle streamer, he's a true struggle streamer. He doesn't have his own home. He doesn't have his own car. He doesn't have his own vehicle. He doesn't have a job. The list goes on and on and on. See, but he wants to call everybody else a struggle streamer. Let's keep going. But he's upset, though. I think he's probably been sitting back watching a lot of the commentary. Not so much mine, but there's a lot of other people who've been criticizing Umar recently. Here we go.
Ask me shit. You don't do nothing but sit on the internet and make money off my name. I'm feeding your damn family.
You wish.
I think this is Umar. I think he's trying to take shots at me right here. But let me be clear about something. When I have a job, see, I don't have to get online. See, the thing is, Umar, you can't stay off a line for an extended period of time, and then when you come back, you have to get to begging like you're doing in this video.
He only comes back to beg.
Now, to be clear, when I do these live streams, since I've been covering Umar, I haven't asked for a dime. I did a whole documentary on Umar. I didn't ask for a dime. I'm working on another documentary. It's even, it's overwhelming, the amount of work that's going into this. Have I asked for a dime? No. So what have I been doing over the last 3.5, almost 4 months? Well, I've been working my job and taking a break, cleaning up the house, stuff like that. See, but Umar, you don't have a job.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You've been going hard. You did take a little 3-week break, but before that, nigga, you was Nigga, stop lying. You lying on that one. I ain't gonna hold you. Nigga, you drop back to back to back to back. You was going live every day for 6 to 7 hours at a time, my nigga.
You have to come online to beg people for money. Okay? And again, let me be clear about something. There was a point where I needed help and I got the help, but you can't just do that for the rest of your life.
Right.
You got to fucking step up to the plate.
That's the same thing I said. That's just like when I lost my job and I needed help. And I came to the people helped me. And eventually, and y'all knew I was telling you I got an interview for this. I got an interview for that. Oh, this job didn't fall through. I'm trying every day. I'm on fucking Indeed while I'm live streaming, looking for jobs. Got a job, been at my job for a year. I stepped up and got the fucking job. You ain't do shit but just straight up beg for 10 years. But we struggle streamers. And
either you do it or you don't.
Right.
Well, I stepped up to the plate.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna stop this because I ain't gonna lie, my eyes are killing me, bro. I can't even really see shit. My eyes are killing me, yo. I'm gonna stop this right here, yo. I want to go to bed for work too. We've been going for about 2 hours. Y'all got Lennon. I ain't doing nothing but playing Lennon anyway, so he playing the same video I was gonna play. So this is where I'm gonna stop this at, y'all. I'm gonna come back tomorrow night. Shout out to the chat, shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, every live stream is y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you tune in. This your boy, the one and only, Brenda's baby, Yo, my eye. You was just tuned in to Rim Rum TV. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Until then, you better be careful there, little buddy.
I've been out of my body, but I've been doing fine. I've been stacking my cash, I'm working overtime. Taking drugs, I told my twin go pull another line. I've been praying to my God that all my kidneys fine. Stacking money, stay ready, this life shit not a race. In the real nigga category when they nominate. Been a hustler since birth, I cannot just jog in place. Yeah, my aura so big, it be hard to hide my face. Ain't no checking me, I'm super fly, ain't no catching me. I be trying to stay up on my grind, bad bitches testing me. Old friends getting mad, I leveled up, they ain't getting next to me. Some shit we don't get to choose, and this rap shit is my destiny. Pour it up and I sip, just spilled lean up on my kicks. Took a Canadian to the trench, she got out with different kind of stitch. I do shit that these niggas wish. Took a nigga bitch and fucked her in the whip. These niggas hating, I don't even trip. Dripping on a hater, I be seasick. Coming for it all, trying to get paid. Know I'm from the trenches, you ain't crime paid. Got a thing.